homage to the dances that Irish sailors would do on decks of sailing ships back in the 18th century. Admiral Nelson would stage a dance contest to distract his sailors as they slowly approached the enemy. He offered a golden coin to the sailor who did the best hornpipe jig in reel. So now we're going to recreate a little bit of an Irish dance competition with a set dance. We have Mr. Matthew Minton and Miss Kyella O'Connor performing Three Seas Captain. What we have coming out next is some of our younger dancers, and they're going to perform the dance that the Irish made famous all over the world. Hopefully everybody out there knows what that is. It's an Irish jig. So we've made a deal with these young dancers that the louder you clap, the higher they will kick. So put your hands together for an honest-to-goodness Irish jig. So nice job out there. As everyone knows, the Irish are great storytellers, and there is a little bit of a story that goes with this next dance. There once was a young Colleen who had fallen madly in love with a lad who lived in the village. At last, he did not know what to do to make him notice her. So, there was going to be a hoolie or a party in the village that weekend, so she picked out her best dress, she curled her hair, and when she got to that party, she did the most spectacular horseshoe dance anyone in the village had ever seen. She did it all to catch the eye of the lad who had caught her fancy. So we call this next dance Miss Brown's Fancy. on the stage. You might have to stand up to see these little ones, but these are our up-and-coming world champions. So they're gonna do a first step of the Irish jig that you saw earlier, but they're gonna do it even more special. Ready, ladies? The Irish were an oppressed people. The playing of their own music and dancing were illegal. In defiance, these people refused to rely and passed down in secret the dances that you've seen here. It is said that this is why they dance with their arms rigidly at their sides, nothing above the waist moving. This way they could dance in their homes, and if a British soldier saw them, he could not testify in court that they were dancing. This dance pays homage to that time. It was created by Rince and Tiarna's founder and creative director, Mary Kay Hennigan. It begins with a stamp of defiance, which is picked up by each dancer in turn. Then, they beat out the beats and rhythms of traditional Irish dances without music. Finally, one young dancer emerges, symbolizing the passing of the Irish culture and tradition from one generation to the next. It is as unique to Rince and Tiarna as your own handwriting is to you, so we call it the signature dance of Rince and Tiarna. Watching our show. We really appreciate it. We dance all over the world, the country, and locally. And of course, we love being right here in Buffalo to dance for you. Rince and Tiarna has a booth right next door if you want to stop by, buy some popcorn or some crunchy bars, or maybe just to find out a little bit more about Rince and Tiarna dancing. So before we say goodnight, we have one more dance for you. So put your hands together one more time for the traditional Irish dancers of Rince and Tiarna.